Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're going to look at the SPY, IWM, Apple, Netflix, Google, Facebook, Amazon, and a JPM trade that we took the other day. I need to explain something to people that we scalp trade here and we do swing trades here. That's what we do here at StockBookie. Everything is based on technical analysis. We look at the charts and the charts tell us what to trade. I talked to a gentleman today on StockTwits, and he was asking about holding overnight and what we do. In our scalping account, where we're doing intraday action, where we're trying to get bounces, we don't hold overnight in that account. It's 100% cash every day, but we do use our margin every day. Sometimes the whole margin, 4-to-1, bam. But again, we're in and out. If you do in and out trades with margin, you do not get charged. Love that. So you're borrowing money. Free money. Why wouldn't you use margin on a trade? But again, we take bits and pieces out of the market. That's it. In and out. Take a couple $100, on to the next one. So let's look at the SPY. Again, everything was a SPY trade today. If the SPY kept going down, you can't go long on a stock. Because I don't even know. I mean, Apple was down 66, but that's why I say everything's a SPY trade. If this thing keeps going, then wait for a stock to go up into an area and short it. Because if this thing keeps going down, then eventually it's going to get a hold of all the stocks and equities out here, and they're all going to start going down. That's why I say everything's a SPY trade. But intraday action, pretty much nothing. We stopped out on 2 longs. We tried to get a trade off on the SPY, and we tried one on the IWM. It looked weak, and we just got out. And good thing we did on both those trades. Because like I said, we saw something on here when it closed below these tails right there, out. IWM as well, hit a certain area, it closed out. Didn't even want to take a chance. Small losses on a day like today, when we're trying to buy bounces, we're going lighter share size. Money management, very critical in this situation. You don't want to load the house on this when you see everything starting to go down. On this trade going up, on the we took the retrace today on the SPY. That was a beauty. Came back up, hit the 20 MA, boom, we took that trade. So we made money on that one, lost it on that, lost it on the other one. But we traded 2 other ones, made plenty of money on those, which was great. We traded Amazon actually. And what was the other one? Oh, I don't even know what the other one was. Oh, we got the VXX. We did the VXX today on the downside. So anyways, a little bit. If you pull up the VXX when it went into all the moving averages, here, let me pull it up. Remember, so everything's bombing, this one's going up. So we're watching this as well. So when it comes down, you have this. You know, that little pivot, but you have that. So anywhere in this area, if this thing comes down into this, boom, boom. But what I like too, all these moving averages. So it started really going, 200 trend line. Got to give it a shot. Didn't go big, but you know what? Made some money. It's all that matters. Hit singles all day long. I'll take 3 singles, 2 losses for a profit any day. It was a great week this week, and today didn't matter if I made money, just didn't want to lose it. The rest of the week was phenomenal. All right, let's get right into these let's get into the daily. Oh, that's the VIX on the SPY. Man, I was telling everybody, when it got to 211, 210, short. If it got up here, you have to take it short. Bam. Man, that fast-tracked. But again, volume disappeared. They got all the suckers in. See how the volume's picking up now? Watch the volume. We had 117 mil on the day. When we were going up, we had 90, 85, 100. Starts to sell. And it was a pretty dull day today, and it just bled. We were 117 on the day. We're right into this gap. Almost filled the gap. We're at this fib level as well. This is a pretty good area too. But honestly, so was this up in here. Now we closed below the 20 MA. Man, that's incredible. I love looking at these charts, and I love trying to see which way these things are going to go. Like I said, it gets up in here, we're shorting, and bam, there it goes. IWM, let's just get into that. I want to make a short video today. Micro bull, macro bear. pulls up, starts to form a bullish pattern, bam. Right when it closed here yesterday, I said to everybody, this thing closed in a weak technical position. Look for lower prices. And even when this thing broke down to here, I was like, this thing's going to the 200. Man, love this stuff. You know, and honestly, it could have went up too. But again, if you went short, you use the all-time high as a stop out and you're done. But now we're getting paid on these shorts. And man, if this thing really starts to break, whoo, we're going down. Let's look at Apple. I've been saying this for a while. I know, guys, I sound like a broken record, but you just got to stay consistent with this stuff. Right in here, if it got above the MAs, it's going to be strong. Guess what it did? Never did. Boom, boom, boom. Got above them. But this ran into earnings. This confirmation above the MAs was just a bunch of crap. Came into this pivot, was like, oh, I never could do. They sold it off. People took profits because they know it's back to the all-time highs again. Yeah, it's Apple, but at this point, who cares? It's earnings, 50-50. And guess what? 50-50, bam. I'm sure most people went long. I even was going, man, if this thing goes to 140, we're definitely going short. Unfortunately, never made it. We're looking for actually a retrace, hopefully up into this area, but I don't think we're going to get it. So if this continues to go, until this gets above the MAs again, strong. But then you got to fill these gaps, fill that gap, get above this pivot, and ultimately give above the high. So we're hoping this thing retraces one more time on, oh, it's got to go up, and then we'll short it. But if not, then we'll wait for lower prices. You know, I keep saying 105. Everyone's laughing at me. 105. Got to fill these gaps first, though, but it'll be interesting when it starts hitting around here. We'll see how much support this thing has. This level 2 is a pretty good one, the 119.22. We did it after hours on this day, but we haven't done it live yet other than this. So this double bottom will be pretty big as well. Anyways, Apple, nothing to do here. Netflix. Oops. NFLX. Maybe I'll get it right this time. Here we are. Still doing, you know what? Let me clear it. Let me clear this. Again, up and sideways. A little bit of a bear or a little bit of a bull pattern. But then you have the micro bear. And you got to look for that. And you got to you have a little bit of resistance. It closed below there. But this is the key one right here. If Netflix closes below this low and confirms, look out. And a lot of these high flyers are doing the same crap. They're gapping up during earnings, and then they're going to crap out. We're going to fill this gap real quick, and we're going to fill this one even quicker. So just be careful, and you even got that one down in here. So, but you got the MAs, you got a lot of support in this area. If it goes up, we'll be shorting right around 126, right in that area. So we have a plan either way. But right now you just can't do anything because it's in a neutral stance. I mean, it is actually looking a little bit better bearish now, but until we crack this level and start going down, we're going to wait for the bounce. Let's look at Google L. This one too, just getting hammered. And a lot of these plays too, like I was showing you on the monthly charts, extended. Look at the Netflix. Extended, just too far. It's got to come back to the 20 MA eventually. Might take a little bit of time because it's on a monthly time frame, but hey, it's going to come back to the 20 MA. Let's look at the daily again. It looks like Netflix. The only thing I like about this one, I wish it would have went one more time up and retraced it. I mean, this is a pretty nice topping tail. Look, boom, boom. Now we closed below that and we confirmed. We're fast tracking right to 600 people. 606 right in here. Let's see, where do I got that pivot? 606.11 right in there. I think we're going to fill this gap, and then the 20 MA as well. Got another gap down in here. Google's not looking good. Please, if you were up in here and you had a good profit, take some off the table. Or let's look at one more possibility here. Let's put a fib here. If it doesn't break down, maybe it retraces. If it comes back into this area, short it. Use the all-time high as a stop out with confirmation, and that's it. We love to short at stock bookie. We love to go long at stock bookie. But unfortunately, everything's at the highs, so you can't really go long. You got to think about going short. You know what? And we'll go long if this thing comes back into this area. Let's look at my list flopped over. Let's look at Facebook. Same thing. Let's go to the monthly. Getting extended. It hasn't even never touched the 20 MA. It's got to come back. But on Facebook, I hope this thing gaps up like 110. We're going short. But we'll have to wait for pattern. I'm getting excited on this one. But again, everyone thinks it's going to go up. It will probably go down. You know, you got some gaps to fill there. Oh, I know I'm going through this stuff fast. You got that. You got this gap. Ultimately, you got this one here, and then you got some support down in there. You'd have to go back and see. But again, nothing to do here. Earnings is coming up. We'll see how it plays out, and we'll take it from there, day by day on Facebook. Let's go to Amazon. Oh, the gap and fade. Gap and crap. Wow. Gap that bad boy up, and boom. Again, talking on the monthly. Same thing. What do you think? Where do you think this thing's going to go? Our level was 572.76. That's what we had in the chart. Taking a fib here, and it was pretty damn close, but never till that thing. Now, Amazon. If this thing retraces and comes back up into this area, here, let's do. I'll tell you how you trade this one. Let's put a fib in there. If this thing comes back to the 568, 561 level, I'd love the 568, even 570, short it. Use the all-time high as a stop out. Confirmation, you're out. But I think this one's done. We're going to fast track right down. But again, anyways, it's earnings. Anything can happen. I'm hoping for a little bit of a retrace, and then we're going to take this thing short. And then last but not least, it was the JP Morgan trade. This is one we went short. I think it was 2 days ago. Right at $70. Hold on, I got it written down. No, $69.94. That's it. If it closes above this all-time high, I think at this point we'll just stop out. It needs to go confirmation. So we got a tight stop. Right now we're a little over $1 in the trade, in the money. So great trade. You couldn't have. I mean, this was a bullish pattern, but then they popped it, got all the suckers on, and then bam. Again, this one had earnings. I don't know how they said they were good. But once it got above that high there, we had to take a short. If it closed above, then we just get out. Easy trade. That's our JP Morgan. We were short at 69.94. We're in the position still in our swing trade account. Anyways, hopefully some of the charts here that we were reading helps. I know there's a lot of questions with Netflix and the Googles, and just looking at the monthly charts, they were all super extended. You have to expect that stuff to come back in. Earnings are a tough play, but when these things gap up, we're looking for Facebook, like I said. Hopefully that one gaps up, and then we can short that one as well. All right, everybody, that's it. What a trading week. Hopefully everybody did well. Thanks for watching my videos. God bless. See you on the charts.